Hi, this is Anna Imagination. Welcome to the Ethical Asshole. And I am your host, the Salt Bitch. This is my clubhouse. You're in my clubhouse. I just had the best conversation ever. It went like this. Hello. Are you the author of Space Monkey Adventures? And I said, no, I am not the author of anything called Space Monkey Adventures. Really? Your name is, yeah, that's my name. And you don't have a book called Space Monkey Adventures? No. I have a book called Zombies from Space and Vampires, but I do not have a book called Space Monkey Adventures. At least not yet. Oh, our research team must have gotten the title wrong. But you are this, yes, that is me. And you do have a zombie book with space? Yes, I do. Okay, well, we're calling you about zombies from space. Space Monkey Adventures. So I Googled it. There is nothing right now, out there in the internet that is Space Monkey Adventures. Oh, but there's about to be. So I just had one of the best, that's how this conversation got started. I just got to say, that was the start of this conversation. So this is the third company that has contacted me about Space Monkey Adventures, zombies from space and vampires. And Netflix has contacted me. Some place in Hollywood contacted me. So I've been doing research for the last 2 years to try and figure out which one. And this is even better. This is a production company where they take my weird shit and they pitch it to a bunch of producers. And they've got Netflix on the panel with Paramount, HBO, and a couple other people. And they're going to pitch my weird shit to them. And they're going to haggle over if they want it and decide on the budget. So we went over what I can expect, what the royalties will look like, all the numbers. And I went, you know what? You have my permission. Go forward. Go. And he's like, have you gotten any pitches or any interest in this? I said, yes, you're my third. You are the third person who's contacted me about wanting the script. So this is officially me giving you the thumbs up saying, I'm not doing any more work. You guys can do whatever you want with it. I want Gerard Butler in the role of Berrigan. Other than that, he goes, we can do that in negotiations. That's great. He goes, so we need your script. We need or not even your script. He says, we need your book, digital copy of your book, and we need the trailer. I said, not a problem. I've got those. So I sent them over and he went over the timeline. He's like, this is going to take a lot. I said, I'm an investor. And I've done my research. I have friends in Hollywood. I know what I'm dealing with here. It's going to be 2 years before I see anything, which is okay. But it is officially in the works, this weird thing is. And what's great about this is they take care of everything. They just give me the money and then they go on and they turn it into some really weird shit. Now, I don't know what they're turning into it. I have no idea. There's going to be a couple things that I add, I will really want Gerard Butler in this role. I really, really, really want him in that particular role. Aside from that, I really don't care. It has to be ethical. So whatever changes they make to the story, well, the story is going a very specific direction. So they cannot, for continuity purposes, they cannot make changes that are going to change the continuity. So aside from that, we're good. Yes, very, very excited about this. I have no expectations. I have no standards on this script. I already feel like it's crap. So I'm really curious to see what they do with my garbage. And that's what it feels like. I feel like of all the things I've written, this is the worst. This is the worst, which is actually good because the best stuff, I probably will never allow anyone to touch that. You want to touch the best of I've got. No, you can't improve upon what I've got, which is the best, which is literally in book format. You cannot improve upon what I've done. It's a masterpiece. You can take my garbage and I'm sure you can do better, but you're not touching my other stuff. So it's the first time I'm officially making a decision to go forward with this. Very, very excited. And whatever happens to this weird thing is going to happen. It's in the works. I'm very excited. And I have really got to get writing Space Monkeys Adventures because that's a thing now. Best conversation, Space Monkey Adventures. Zombies from space, ... Space Monkey Adventures. So that's going to be a thing now. Oh, and this ties into my dreams about wanting to write more sci-fi. Oh, yeah. We're going there. So this is my clubhouse. Yes, I have decided to just I just want to play from now on. So this is my clubhouse. That's what this is going to be called. My clubhouse. Yes, it's my clubhouse. My clubhouse. I officially have a clubhouse on YouTube for these moments. Yes. I'm thinking because I came up with another idea. I was like, I'm a hermit. I am a hermit. I am a hermit. I have 4 people in my life, 4. And 2 of those people are my children. And one of those persons is my mother. So that leaves 1 person left who's not family. I've got 4 people in my life. And I'm good with that. I'm like, all right, I'm a hermit. And I'm okay with that. I have given up socializing. And shortly after I made this decision this morning, I took the day off. This is me not working today. I'm not working. I'm taking a day off. My back hurts. I'm doing some physical therapy, and that's now hurting me because I did physical therapy. So I'm taking the day off. So I've been watching TV all day and then having weird conversations about Space Monkey Adventures. You didn't write a book named Space Monkey Adventures? No. Oh, but I can bet your ass I'm going to be now because Space Monkey Adventures. That says, and my daughter is like dying while she's listening to this conversation. She's grabbing my arm and she's like biting her fist so she doesn't scream with laughter. No. All seriousness too. I have not written anything called Space Monkey Adventures. Not yet. But now I'm going to. Space Monkey Adventures. They're going to go into space. They're going to hijack a spaceship from Earth and they're going to say, fuck you. And they're just going to go into space. And that is where we are going. Yes, this is where my book is going to end up. That is where the story is going to end up, is them hijacking a UFO as they sail off into space with the Weech's spaceship. Space Monkey Adventures. That's exactly how this is going to go. They're going to hijack a spaceship and escape Earth. Because that sounds so fucking awesome. They're going to have to learn how to fly the damn thing. Oh, yeah, it's going to be a thing. Space Monkey Adventures. That's what their name could be. They're the Space Monkeys. Yes, my crew just became the Space Monkeys. Oh, see, this was meant for me. So not only did they call to say, we want your book so we can turn it into a movie and we're going to give you thousands of dollars for this really awesome thing. In addition to that, they're going, and by the way, here is a weird ass title for inspiration on your next novel. We're going to call it Space Monkey Adventures. I can do this. Welcome to my clubhouse. So after my whole, I'm a hermit and I have no people and I'm okay with that, I decided, you know what I'm going to do? I mean, I'm already going to do the Honest Playground, which I'm doing. And I want to do a club. Another club. It's the same club. It's my clubhouse, but this one is my virtual clubhouse. But this other clubhouse is going to be like a literal clubhouse, like an elite club in New York City. Oh, I have plans for it, where it's people who meet my standards all can convene safely with ethical standards. Because I decided something today. I had a whole cry about this, and this is what I learned. If you are okay socializing in today's world, there is something wrong with you. That's true. If you are okay and just fine socializing, then you're the problem. Because if you are okay with all the insanity out there, you are officially insane enough to actually manage it. Now, if you are twitching out there and you can't handle it, it's because you are actually mentally healthy and you can't manage that nightmare because it's that fucked up out there. And I went, this is interesting. I'm starting to understand this. And the more crazy you are, it's actually a spectrum of how sane you are. I read about this in Catch 22. Yossarian said this. The only people who are around here who are insane are the sane ones. So we're there. We are officially living in Catch 22. And I'm okay with that. I'm all right with that. I figured this out. And I realized, it took me a long time to learn this. I had been going, I'm just going to be a hermit my whole life. I don't have social anxiety. I have anxiety from people treating me like shit. And I went, well, that's not social anxiety. That's called a standard, and people are not allowed to treat my standards like garbage. I like manners when people talk to me. And I was becoming very bitter because people were just assholes and not using basic manners. And I'm like, oh, so my problem is I expect manners when people talk to me. Okay, I'm all right with that now. Now I understand that there's nothing wrong with me. I just have standards. And the people who are hermits are the people with standards. And I went, oh, and this is where it got really interesting because I got something in my eye. This is where it got really interesting because what ended up happening was you have standards and then assholes violate your standards. And then you end up with mental illness because assholes have violated your standards because they were fucking rude. And now that you're mentally healthy and you're like, all right, I'm all right now. I don't have social anxiety. I'm going to try socializing again. And immediately those assholes are rude and they violate your ethical standards. Oh, it's not me. I'm not mentally ill. I don't have any anxiety. It's they are being assholes and violating my ethical standards. Okay. So I know now that the odds of me finding someone who actually has manners out there are just slim to none because, and here's the catch, people like me are not socializing anymore because we have given it up, which means the people who will actually be polite and who are actually ethical aren't anywhere online because they, like me, have quit, which is understandable. And they, like me, are no longer participating in society because they have quit. And I went, oh, I understand what's going on. So they're not on social media because they have quit. They're sick of it. So I'm like, all right, so I cannot just go into a bar and find my people because my people quit bars a long time ago. My people quit social media a long time ago. So now I'm going, how do I find my people? Because they're out there. Oh, I know you are. Now it's just a matter of I got to find them, which is okay because I know how to find people now that I know what I'm looking for. So I'm going to be putting out an ad to find friends. That's right. But the friendship is going to be kind of like a side perk. It's a perk. What I'm really doing is I'm going to be looking for people for my clubhouse. It's called the I'm a hermit because I am so sick and tired of low standards and bullshit that's in our society. And I have basic requirements that people have to meet for me to even talk to them club. And that club is an accumulation of I am educated and I'm smart and I also am polite and ethical and I also value truth over anybody else's ego, including my own. I value learning much more than being right or having an ego, and truth and logic are God of all. Yeah, that's about summarizes my people. So I went, all right, I'm just going to find my people now. And I know how to do that. Things are blinking. All right. Thank you so much. When you know the words for yourself, the world is a much easier place to function. Have a wonderful day, and may the kindest of words always find you.